Looking back at life, many people think of me as a successful entrepreneur because I have started Viome that's disrupting healthcare. People think of my going to the moon as the big thing. For me, the biggest accomplishment I feel is the thing that I have instilled in our children, which is this concept of boldness. Just know you can do it too if you can just adopt one single quality: boldness.
Naveen Jain.
The great Naveen Jain.
Naveen Jain.
The founder of multiple tech companies, including literal moonshot Moon Express, which ultimately intends to colonize the moon.
With his new company, Viome, he wants to make illness a choice.
And people ask me, what is it that you are doing? I say, I'm going to be mining the moon. And you know what they tell me? You're f***ing crazy. And you say, well, that means I'm thinking the right thing.
As a child, I was forced to move from village to village to village. And that means changes every 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. And that means I had to be bold. The only way to survive was the change became my friend and the boldness became my mantra. And that boldness is what allowed me to come to this country. And after I came to this country, I did not stop. I moved from being a programmer to being a marketing person, even though I thought it was the most uncomfortable thing to do. You had to be bold because I didn't speak the language, I didn't understand the culture. But being bold allowed me to continue to learn all these skills. And then I became an entrepreneur, and I decided I was never going to start a company just in one industry. I'm going to move from industry to industry, and every time you move from one industry to another industry, I was able to look at that industry completely differently. Because remember, I was thinking in a completely different box. Well, boldness is not something you're born with. Boldness is something you can learn. And I decided that was one quality I was going to teach and instill in every one of our children. Our oldest children, by the time he was 10 years old, I took him to every meeting I had, the analyst meeting, the board meeting, because I wanted him to feel that he can be part of these great people, because that gave him the boldness, it gave him the chance to be able to interact with these people that he only saw them on the news. That kid, he was 16 years old, he started Kairos.
We started the Kairos Society to go out around the world and find the smartest undergraduate engineers, scientists, design, and business students with one simple question. What would the world look like today if the most influential people were best friends 20 years ago, working to change the way we live?
Same principle I applied to our daughter. She decided she's going to change the way people get hired. She joined an artificial intelligence company to be able to remove the gender bias in hiring.
Never leave girls behind.
And that same boldness continued to our youngest son. He became a Schwarzman scholar. And now he's in Beijing trying to bring the two superpowers together to create a symbiotic relationship rather than a confrontative relationship. Remember, boldness is a quality you can learn. Not only you can learn, you can in fact impart that boldness into everyone that you interact with. And we know that together a bold society can never fail. Together we can solve any problem we want. And we know that's how we're going to not only move the humanity forward, because that's how we're going to create tomorrow that's going to be better than yesterday. I want you to be bold with me and join me on this masterclass to learn about the tools and the techniques you need to be bold, because you know that together we can change the humanity.